to the Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from King Richie's. He did a video and these women got triggered over talking about just raising kids. And then when the question of getting ran through came along, they really got upset. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
It's a big reason why a lot of these guys they start acting up is to impress girls. Yeah.
And somebody
Especially
starts
in the
running
young-
around.
Because of us, always.
It's not always like, obviously there could be like financially, poverty and stuff like that, or living in just a bad neighborhood. Everybody's doing is gang. So what? You're gonna be the only one that's not on it. Like it's an element of protection, but that goes back to, okay, your parents shouldn't have been parents because they put you in a bad situation.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it always ties back. Like, if everybody made good choices, like, if I'm dirt broke, I shouldn't be pumping out kids. If a woman is dirt broke, she shouldn't be pumping out kids.
Agree.
Because you're going to bring your child into struggle and hustle life. You're going to live in a bad environment. You're not even going to be able to feed them properly. And then your kid's going to go out in the world. We live in a materialistic world, shows you need this, you need this, you need this. If you ain't got that, you're crap. Bro, yes, your kid is going to end up doing crazy things to get that lifestyle that you can't provide. That's what happens, bro. That's what I did. I don't know about you lot, but my mom couldn't pay for nothing. She couldn't pay for new trainers, or, when my friends were getting TNs and that, getting Air Maxes, I was getting Reebok Classics, bro. That's embarrassing. And think, you can't.
Yeah, it's funny. He got Reeboks at least. I got like Walmart shoes, or like, what was it? Kmart shoes at the time. So
relate. That's cool. Like, but I'm doing well now though. Like, so you could say, because at the end of the day, you didn't really need to say that. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is a serious thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these kids, especially boys, yeah, we're under this pressure that you need to keep up with a lifestyle that you can't even afford, bro. So obviously, what's the next thing? Go country, bruv.
But I also
That's
think
the next thing.
It's like this generation now, because a lot of kids, like now when I'm like, what do you want for Christmas? They're like, I want Gucci sliders. I want an iPhone.
what the fuck? Gucci sliders and an iPhone? Yeah, you guys raised your nieces and nephews wrong. My nieces and nephews don't even ask for anything. They just like hanging out and like with the family, and we barely buy each other's gifts. This is weird to be asking for Gucci sliders and iPhones for your birthday when you're a kid, at least.
14.
But that's
I
what
want this, like you never really,
for the kids.
yeah, like you never really had to live up to them kind of things. Yeah, it was training.
Yeah, it's called don't spoil your kids. Just because they're asking for it doesn't mean you have to give them everything they ask for. You teach them humility. You'd be like, you don't need that. That's very expensive. It's very hard to make money. Even if your friends do have it, they're much more well off than you. People have to be able to explain these things to their kids instead of just indulging their kids in whatever whim they want.
Yes, but it wasn't really big materialistic name brands and stuff like that at the age of 13.
Yeah, and I feel like it depends on the kind of person you were as when you were younger, because some kids, most kids would say when I was younger, like, my parents didn't buy me the new trainers and stuff. But then in the same context, you wanted the new trainers, but then you wanted the new book bag and your mom got you that. So it's like, because you feel like the book bag isn't that deep to everyone else, like the trainers, you felt like you didn't get nothing. And that's where a lot of people, there's some people that actually genuinely didn't go through stuff. So
yeah, her thought process right now is exactly how kids think, and this is how you fix it. This is why you need to fix these things, like, I got you something. This is exactly what you wanted, and now you want something else. Like, think about what we just went through to get you with this book bag or whatever it was. Why do you need the fresh Gucci sliders or whatever the hell it is afterwards?
Like, their parents didn't do stuff, but there's some people where their parents chose the needs over the wants, and they were just mad. Like, I didn't get the new Nike Air Forces, but my mom got me the new Nike duffel bag. But that's not what I wanted, though. Like, I wanted the trainers. Yeah, because the trainers are what people are seeing first.
Again, this is what you teach your kids, value, right? Do you want them to value money straight out, like the way you guys seem to be talking? Or do you want them to value things that you earn? Like, I cherished everything that I was able to get. I didn't just get video games just because my parents, oh, here's video games. No, I had to earn. I had to get good grades every quarter to earn a new video game. And each video game I got, I was like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, I got the straight A's. I got my video game. You know, the accomplishment feels very good for kids, especially when I was a kid. I'm like, yeah, straight A's. That means in a couple days I get a new video game. You know, yes, I feel it's somewhat privileged, but it wasn't that my parents just gave it to me. They made me earn it. Just like I worked at the donut shop when I was a kid throughout most of my life. These little things, like these chores, these things I didn't complain about, but my parents taught me those things to learn that, yeah, to make $1 actually is a good amount of work. To bake donuts, to frost all the donuts, to put the sprinkles on the donuts, put the donuts on display, sell the donuts. It is a process. It's not just I put donuts out, I get money. No, you got to clean up, you got to do all this. There's all the little nuances into an operation that teaches kids, oh shit, I didn't know my parents did all this. I didn't know my parents mopped the business all the time and did all these things to get me these little things that I've been wanting.
Yes, but the bag that's holding your books are still good and new too, and everyone's got that too. So what you it just depends on what you wanted as a kid.
And it's 2023 now. Like, your kids are gonna get bullied if you don't have a phone.
Exactly.
Your kids are gonna, and kids are so lethal. Like
this is the part where I feel like they're somewhat right, because you know, kids don't have cell phone, and one kid that doesn't have a cell phone, it does put that kid at a disadvantage, right? Because damn, I see kids at 12, 10 years old with cell phones, and I didn't have my cell phone until like 16. I had to buy my own cell phone with my own line, with my own money. So, cell phones.
Awful. They have no chill. They have no boundaries. They're awful. So it's like, okay, fair enough. You think it's mad because they didn't give you the trainers that you wanted, but now I don't have a phone. And I'm pressured to give my 13-year-old child an iPhone. Why? What are you going to do with that? What are they actually going to do with it?
Watch corn.
Pretty much.
So,
if they're boys.
If their data can even allow it to load and stuff.
yeah,
No.
they can allow it still. Get me? Still got to run through this. All right, cool. Where we at? Big up Daniel. He says they still can't let them toxic guys go, car. That wood makes them feel good.
Okay.
Big up to Daniel. I think a lot of toxic guys they get kept because they piping girls down good.
Not all of them is the dick. Some of them use their tongue.
Oh, okay.
If we're gonna be realistic, some of them use their tongue, and a lot of girls haven't experienced men that use their tongue. So when they get that one man that uses their tongue, regardless if they're toxic or not, they're gonna stick.
Why is
So
it
a woman
always
will
about
stay
the
with a
dick,
toxic guy just because he's got a good tongue.
No, but I'm saying you said that the guy first said that if sometimes the only reason a woman will stay in a toxic relationship is the dick, but it's not
Yeah, the whole
always that.
experience.
Sometimes it might be other stuff that they might do.
It could be like both sides, like
Yeah.
good sex in general. It's not just
Yeah.
about you giving it to me. It's literally how you two connect in the bedroom that makes an experience that you don't think will match with somebody else.
This is a woman's thought process.
Do you get what I mean?
And then you stay
It's
with a
not
toxic
just-
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just
Yeah.
the wood. Just letting you know.
Yeah. Because like,
Oh my god.
feel me?
Wow.
No, because look.
All right. Yeah. All right. Big up to Daniel. He says Blue Stories, Timmy and Leia. LOL.
Timmy and Leia
Or Leah. Or
not
Leia.
making any sense. You know.
I don't know.
Who's Timmy?
That didn't make.
Blue
Oh,
Story.
Blue Story. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Her
he's
name
on the
was Timmy and Leah.
Yeah, but you're the only one that had a relationship in school, girl.
Okay, what does that mean?
Who's that? Yeah, that's
Wow.
Is that about
Wow.
I think the
I
comments
don't
for
remember
her.
Blue Story.
You know, Blue
Blue
Story where they said
Story.
why the two areas in South London are beefing over the guy that got They're trying to say that it was a relationship in school.
Oh.
So I'm trying to see if he's trying to hit my girl.
I remember that. Another example of a movie that depicts the same old
Like stereotypes.
As
Yeah.
usual.
Although
Great stuff.
Don't explain something. Whatever.
Anyway, big up to Michael Metchop for the super stick. I see you, my bro. Appreciate you. Big up to Zorro. He says, "Why should a man accept you after being ran through and old?"
Oof.
Jesus is Lord.
Well, why are you looking at that woman?
Jesus is
Why are you
Lord.
looking at that woman?
Jesus is Lord.
Can you repeat that?
Yes, I can actually.
Please do.
Big up Zorro for the super chat, yeah? Sending in the peas. Sending in the pesos, bruv. He said, "Why should a man accept you after being ran through and old?"
How does he know
Why
you're run
should
through?
I accept you
old.
for being outside and
Yeah,
being
triggered. Trigger alert.
And
Yeah.
the better,
Pow,
why
pow.
if you don't want a girl that's ran through,
It's funny that the first thing they always say is like, "How do you know I was ran through or they were ran through?" That's not the question. The question is, why should someone accept someone that was ran through and old? Not like, are they ran through? They always want to change the question up.
why are you watching me? Like, you get it? Like, that's how the girl should react. for
No,
real.
he's asking you a question.
Because he
Why
wanted to
should a man?
comment.
Why should a
No,
man?
but why should a woman accept a man that's out here
Yeah,
having sex
that's
with
got
every female?
okay.
No, exactly.
Okay,
High
I
body
can answer
count.
that. So, okay, do you think it's the same? If a man has a high body count and a woman has a high body count, do you think that's the same?
Yeah.
No, what?
Huh?
It's not looked at the same.
Yeah, it's not.
Society doesn't look at it the same, but it is the
It's
same.
not
You know,
the
women are
same.
part of society as well, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Carry on.
I feel like society's made it a thing where women. I feel like
Carry on.
in society, women are superior. We're naturally superior because men have to graft for us. Like when you look at it, like a woman can go on her phone and have 50 men looking for her, but
Women are superior. in
No,
society.
okay,
That's a weird thing to
Let
say.
me explain first. Let me land.
I
Let
can't
me
understand
land.
what she's trying
I'm
to
trying
say,
to say it
but
in a way
she
like
came
that
out with a
because
different
in a
word.
case.
Hit the like button, guys. Make sure you hit the like button because we're about
Yeah,
to
you
hit
just like what I have to
something
say.
mad, bruv.
Like, yeah, so
I can't wait for this.
when
Go
I
on.
say, I'm not saying like women are superior, period. I'm just saying
You said in society.
in the society, like right now, women are superior in the case of like they're getting grafting back. Men have to do the grafting more.
It's
So
always
like
has
a
been
woman
like
can
that.
sit on her phone, post one picture, and have all these men coming at her,
Mm.
but that one man has to be the one to graft, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in that sense, now it's like repeat the question quickly.
Why should a man? Why should a man? Where is it? Why should a man accept you after being ran through and old?
Okay, yeah. So like, you don't have to accept a woman that's run through and old. If that's not your preference, that's not your preference.
I like
At
her.
the same time, I feel like women are held to a higher standard. Just in that's what I'm trying to say now.
It's
So
a
women are held
preference.
to a higher standard in men. It's like, okay, you need to be more reserved. Like, you don't want a woman with a high body count, which is understandable. You don't want a woman where everywhere you're sitting in a room and there's two men that already know what your woman looks like with her legs over her shoulders.
especially
Which I
like what you
understand.
said when you said that men have to graft more and women are in a position of
Yeah, like you.
So why should so it goes back to the question? Why should a man accept? If all of that is true, what you just said, why should a man accept you if you're ran through an old?
I never
He
told
doesn't
you.
have
That's
to.
like saying the same thing.
doesn't
Why
have
should
to.
a woman accept a man if he doesn't have a certain amount of money?
Exactly.
No one's saying that.
That's exactly what that is.
It's
So-
the same thing though. You're not accepting me for my body count, so I'm not gonna accept you for you having less than 10 grand in your bank
Yeah,
account.
but what? Yeah, but the difference is you being ran through an old. That ain't gonna change. His bank account can change.
How was that, chow? I mean, a lot of parents nowadays, I think because of that pressure of social media and everything, they really want to give their kids everything. You know, cell phones at 10, 12 years old. Like they said, a 13-year-old asking for Gucci sliders. What the fuck? You're going to grow out of those Gucci sliders in like less than a year because you're 13 years old. You're going through puberty. So it's like, when I was growing up, the necessities were way more important, and my parents like taught me like, oh, you don't need that. That is a luxury. You know, this was something you need, so we're gonna get it for you. They explain these things to me. I don't think parents nowadays explain things to their kids properly, other than when it comes to like trans and like stupid topics like that. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. It's chow time.